Hey, so what's going on, people? I just finished up a little video about some easy wave runners and whatnot, and so now shifting gears, staying within the lane, staying with the Adidas, but going back to something fairly old. But then again, those wave runners aren't exactly new either, but these are definitely not new. I bought these a long time ago. So, anyways, I'm gonna kind of get through this somewhat quicker than usual, because I don't want to drag it out. So there you have it, plain standard Adidas box, one of the older styles if you're paying attention to that kind of thing. So these right here are the Samoa Runners, right? Yes, Samoa Runners. I bought this pair of shoes. I had to go on some little work trip thing back in 2016 to Vegas, right? So I was out there, and I don't really get into a lot of the other stuff that goes on out there, but I am all about some shopping if there are some deals. So I was hitting those outlets as much as I could, trying to see what all was out there. And in the Adidas one, I happened to find a pair of these. I actually saw two pairs. I saw this color and another color. And like I said, the other, I don't know how I got out of the store with this thing in here. But anyway, so as I said the other day when I was doing a review on something, I bought two pairs because I couldn't decide on which color I wanted, right? And that's just one of those things that you do from time to time. And so that's why I have both of these. So now I'm going to look these over real quick, make sure everything looks on the up and up. And it seems to. These actually have color codes on the side or whatever. So it's University Blue, some kind of white, and some kind of navy. FT white, whatever that means. So anyways, looking at these, everything's looking good, really good actually. Kind of forgot how much I liked these, but let's go ahead and start this up. So it is now review time on this right here, the Adidas Samoa Runner in white and University Blue. Pretty nice blue, right? I mean, I like to think it is anyway. But so, like I said, I saw these out at the outlet. They were sitting around, what was it, 60 something? 65, and there was a deal to bring them down by like 40, 50%, whatever. Because you know how outlets are. They're always having these crazy sales just to get stuff moved. And it works, right? I bought both of these. I want to say each pair came down to like 40 or something like that. So I walked out with both of them. But anyway, so let's go ahead and knock out a little bit of a review here. So across the bottom here, what you're seeing is nothing too fancy, right? This is probably the same sort of bottom that you find on a lot of your standard Adidas shoes and whatnot. I'm so used to seeing the Boost thing, so I'm not 100% sure. But, nothing too crazy, right? Typical stuff going on down there. Typical stuff going on here, too. It's kind of a nice cushy sort of midsole that they got. This little white stuff that's going on there. And then across around the toe, you've got that going on, the big plasticky sort of thing. So the bottom of it, to me, very much your standard type of stuff, because I've seen that layout on a lot of Adidas shoes. But moving past that onto this part here, that's where it gets kind of interesting, because this leather that you're seeing around this toe area, this is really soft. For something that was dirt cheap, yeah, it's feeling really good, and that extends all the way back to around the heel and all that stuff. See there? Right. So yeah, it's going all around the shoe for the most part, at least around like the edges and such. And what they have around the laces, not quite the same material, or it could just be that it's so tight down on there that you can't tell. But it looks just as good as the rest of it, even though it doesn't quite feel the same. And moving on past that though, you've got this toe area here with some very nice feeling mesh. It feels almost like maybe certain Air Max Pluses. I would compare it to something like that. And then moving back here, you've got the stripes on both sides. And one of the things that I see on here is they kind of did this in a way like, see how you've got a little bit of area where you can tell that, yeah, there, where you can kind of tell that the stripes are like actually laid down on there, not just some plastic thing. So that's kind of what they did on some of the more recent Iniki or I5923s and such. On there, I didn't quite much like it, but on these, it's just thin enough that it makes perfect sense. So this is a very good looking shoe all around. And then moving to the tongue here, you've got the Adidas logo, the standard font there. and the tongue that kind of matches up with the rest of the lighter blue parts. Also very cushiony on the tongue and on the inside. Nothing too crazy, but they are pretty comfortable, right? And now I'm not going to be doing an on foot of these, but I'll probably slip on the other pair since I have those out because I wanted to get a little refresher on how they fit, and I'll probably slip those videos in. Anyways, so as far as sizing goes, right, if you're able to find these, I don't know if they still make these, but if you do, go ahead and get your normal Adidas size. So if you wear 9.5 like I do in Ultra Boost, buy that. Or if you're not someone who happens to have a lot of Adidas shoes, whatever you wear in your standard Air Max type size, go with that, right? Or maybe like some Cortezes, I guess. I don't know. But basically, whatever size shoe you generally wear, you're probably good with this. So I'm just going to label these true to size and move on. Now, as far as comfort and everything goes, as you can tell, this shoe doesn't look like it's made with like the highest end technology for comfort, but much like an Air Max 1, even though it isn't, it's still pretty nice to walk around in. I had tried on a pair of these a moment ago, like I said, just to get that refresher, and I was pleasantly surprised by how they fit and how they felt. So I don't know why I don't wear these more often. I'm very sure that I wore the red pair like the one time and the blue pair never. But that is definitely going to have to change because these, as I look at them, it's one of those like hidden gems, if you will, you know, where it's something that you never would have thought to pick up, but since you happen to see it in hand, you own it now. So that's how I feel about these anyway. But yeah, I don't think there's too much else to really say about them. I'll give you some more little close-up shots and all that stuff before we part ways and you go on about your day and or nights. So there's all that stuff, right? Looking pretty decent in my opinion, again. But, you know, let me know what you think. That's what the comment section is for, right? So go ahead, say whatever you want to say down there and I will get back to you more than likely. Unless you ask a stupid question, because again, I know that some of you think there aren't stupid questions, but somebody lied to you because there totally are, right? And those are the ones that generally get left unanswered. At least on here, right? Unless I'm feeling in one of my little smarty pants ways, and then I'll just make some sort of sarcastic remark, because I do that from time to time. But whatever, that's enough for that. So, I don't have another video that I'm going to be making today, but I should be knocking one out probably tomorrow as a favor to somebody. So there is that for you. You know who you are. Your video's coming hopefully tomorrow. I got the shoes. Oh, there they are. Yeah, got the shoes out and ready to go. So you're welcome in advance. All right, that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And go ahead, watch some of my other stuff, or, well, I guess you're not supposed to go outside, but, so yeah, just watch some of my other stuff. It's out there. There's a whole bunch of it. You'll find something you like. I mean, I've made like 200 and something videos, so one of them's got to speak to you. All right, later, people.